Hey everybody, Dragonwind here. Okay, so I had a really odd experience earlier while I was taking a walk, and I want to share it with you. One, it came to mind because I'm about to get in the shower, and I was thinking about water, and I want to record this while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I went on a walk this morning, same route that I usually take around my neighborhood, and I smelled fish, like really strong fish smell. It was like a freshwater fish smell. You know that smell that you get when you're maybe at a dock or by water, by a river. It was really fishy smell. But I was walking in the middle of a residential area. There's no water uh, in that area. Two, as soon as I looked around to, see maybe uh, someone had built a pond or a fountain or something, a koi pond or something, the smell went away instantaneously. It was like as soon as I became aware of it, it left. And I went back in the same direction to see if I could catch the scent again, see maybe if it was just isolated in that area or maybe the wind had blown it in that area, but I couldn't smell it again. So I continued on my walk, didn't think about it. Took me about a half an hour or so to get back to the house. And when I'm about a block away from the house, I smelled it again. Strong, strong fishy smell and water, like a watery, fishy smell. It was the weirdest shit that I've probably experienced today. Today's not over. It's only 3 o'clock. Something strange may happen again. Anyway, I think that perhaps what's happened was that a water elemental may have uh, briefly crossed my path or was trying to get my attention, which to me is pretty odd because I am not a water person. I don't know how to swim. I'm terrified of boats. I'm just, I'm not a water person, so I thought that was very strange that anything water related would be trying to get my attention. But then I thought about it again. Perhaps this water elemental is trying to get in touch with me or grab my attention because in my practice, I I won't say I ignore water. I acknowledge it, but I don't give it as much attention as I do to fire and air. Uh, earth, I deal with earth, with my gardening and things like that. But water, directly, I don't give it much attention, if any, other than acknowledging it when I call the corners. Uh, and I do have water things that I uh, keep, in my altar space, and I have my little box that I keep my witchy things in. I have a shell. I have very small starfish, but they're just representations of the element. I don't work with them at all. I just own them, but I don't do anything with them. Uh, so perhaps that was the goddess's way of letting me know, hey, you're ignoring water, and water is trying to draw my attention. So, what I'm going to do is, also, before I forget, I should mention that my two best friends are both water signs, Cancer and Pisces. And that is not uh, coincidental, or rather, I'm not going to ignore it as coincidence that this entity, this energy, this watery smell came in contact with me in two different areas of my neighborhood where there was no no water present. I smelled it as strongly as if I was standing next to a river. It was intense, brief, but intense. So anyway, that's pretty much really all I wanted to say. What I was gonna say is that when I'm gonna start paying more attention to the water element. I am, because my practice is probably unbalanced because I don't spend enough time with all of the elements. So I'm gonna spend more time paying attention to the water and water things around me. And yeah, I'm gonna spend more time uh, paying attention to the signs around me. I'm gonna actively go looking for water representations as I go on my nature walks. You know, my area that I live in, it all used to be swampland. So, a lot of the time there'll be like little shells that you'll dig up in the dirt. It, if I could take it out there, I'd show you it right in my driveway. A lot of the cement that's mixed from local rock have shells embedded in them, like little tiny shells embedded in them. So yeah, I'm gonna pay much closer attention to the water in my life. Blessed